I'm gonna start a new game. Oh fuck, can't start a new game. Alright, so this is Micorashu Uncaged, and let's play Bloodborne. Alright, look at this motherfucker, this fucking wheelchair cocksucker. He knows about Pale Blood, right? Pale Blood is the moon presence. But he sends you to like blood, blah blah blah. I think he knows about it, but he doesn't believe it. Because you know, like German is being controlled by the moon presence, right? He doesn't know the moon presence is there. He thinks the night's gonna end when he kills you, but it doesn't, because the moon presence is there. So yeah, see like the story, how does the story starts, right? So, yeah, hey, I don't have the comment thing, man, so just chill there and listen. Alright, so this is how the story of Bloodborne starts, right? You sign a blood contract with the devil. Right? Devil is like death, German. German is death, right? He's the one that kills you at the end, depending on the end. Alright, you sign a blood contract with the devil because you're after pale blood. But then the devil gives you like Yarnum blood, because he thinks pale blood is a type of blood instead of like the moon presence, you know? Why are you after the moon presence though? It's a good question. Let's see if we can find out. Right, then he gives you the blood transfusion, because you signed the contract.
Let's begin the transfusion. Oh, don't you worry. Whatever happens, you may think it all be a bad dream.
See, he knows it's like not a bad dream, you know? It's kind of like the dream in Inception, that like this will show up soon. But anyhow, so he gives you Yarnum blood, and what the fuck is Yarnum blood, right? Like you see now in the dream sequence, like the blood contains like beast blood in it, you know? Like that's the same blood that everyone in Central Yarnum there took, that's why they're changing. So you see like the Ludwig recruited like the Yarnamites to hunt, you know? So that's what he did, he gave blood to like everyone. But then with you don't turn into a beast, right? Because something reacts in your blood. So like you're special, like the chosen one, like the chosen undead from Dark Souls. But then what happens, like because you're chosen, you get taken by something else, you know? Not by the beasts, but by the messengers. The messengers take you to the dream, right? To the hunter's dream. But like from now on, everything is like a parallel reality, you know?
You found yourself a hunter.
You see, like she sent, the messengers were sent by whom? By the doll, you know? Alright, so you started like fucking, you did a blood contract. The blood allowed you to enter Yarnum, right? Because that's how they did. They get like the hunters to sign a contract and go to stop like all the other beasts. But then with Gascoigne you discovered that the hunters are becoming the beasts. So, and then you said, this is your contract, right? See, like seek pale blood. So you asked the blood minister like pale blood, and he was like, oh, I don't know about pale blood, but I know about Yarnum blood. And then Gilbert tells you, right, like, oh yeah, I know about, the church knows about it, so they keep sending you on a hunt for blood. But all this time you were looking for the moon presence. Are you the doll's baby? That's why they need to have a baby. So you see, like that's the beast that came out of you, right? That's why he's hurt already. And then like that's the trick, right? You're supposed to die now, because just like Inception, what happens when you die in a dream? Then you're super sedated, you go to the limbo. That's the inception thing. So you end up in limbo. And limbo, you share the dream with whomever was there before you, right? It goes in inception. Just a way to understand Bloodborne. So then you see you get taken by by the doll, you know, because the doll is the one that's holding their everyone apparently through the messengers. But she provides you a safe place and everything, like this is your home. That's what German says, right? This is your home from now. And then you see she was the one that chose the hunters, right? So it's the same as Annelise. Annelise had the knights that were her hunters. So, and then it gives you the equipment that you need, right, to do your mission. See how good it was, how they explain, for example, how come your video game character resurrects all the time? And because he's in a dream, you know, he keeps waking up and waking up. He's trapped. Then, and you get the notebook, right? So if you wanna remember your dreams and stuff, you just keep a notebook next to your bed, man. You know, that's why they give you the notebook. Let's see if German is here. No. Sometimes he is here. Right at the start, he's asleep. But right, so you are in a dream, in limbo, right? So you share the dream with whoever was there before. So these hunters, later on, the doll says so. It says oh, the tomb represents the hunters. I think it's just after the first ending where you get the tomb here. The hunters that were before, blah blah blah. So what you doing? You're travel. This is the Yarnan hunter tombstone, right? Because that's the only place open, and that's where you can get the Yarnan hunter. So that's how you end up in the dream. You start with the Yarnan hunter, but then you die there, and you end up in limbo. And of course, German was the first one to end up in limbo, right? So why is German in limbo? Because he killed the baby. Now he has to stay there until they find another baby. Because that was the curse, right? The curse of the hunters. And in the fishing hamlet and stuff. Alright, so then they give you all the shit for you to go through. And you see how cool it is that alright, so Hunter's Mark, right? Later on you get the other runes, and you see that the runes are stuff etched into the mind, blah blah blah. Yeah, see, it's etched into the mind. So it's it's the only memory that you have. You don't know anything else about you. And then it starts the theme of there is a woman that helps the hunter. You know, she's you're hunting for us, the same as King Hurst, they were knights that hunt for them. And
exposed to infection. I know that you hunt for us, for our town, but I'm sorry.
So and she gives you blood in return. That's the same that Annelise says, right? But here she's not requesting anything. She's the nice one. Later on she turns to the bad one and says oh, bring me the humans, blah blah blah. That's Kanehurst. In Kanehurst you have the two sisters, a mother, and oh fuck, can almost see everything. Have two sisters, a mother, and the father, right? You see it on the statues. It's pretty cool that she's a doctor, because like this is like pretty much like the nightmare of a plague doctor, you know? Because you're like a plague doctor, right? But how do you put that in like an action game? So like you put like monsters and nightmares, like you have to mix it up. And so yeah, so you go and see like you're a plague doctor, and during the plague in Europe there was the doctors that believed there was like contagious, the disease, so like if someone gets it the other person could get it. That's Yosefka. And the other ones that believed that there was like bad smells and stuff, so that's why you get like the cathedral ward and the incense and all this. And the bad smells were usually the religious people, and the other ones were the doctors that became like scientists and stuff. And you see there is this distinction between body and corpse. The one reanimated is corpses, and the ones that are dead, they're bodies, you know? That's why all the coffins and stuff, so like the bodies don't reanimate. That's why the chains and all that kind of stuff. See, like, and you always have like here in Central Yarnan, the guy with the brown hair gives you bullet, and the one with the blue hair is blood stuff. Almost all of them, the bodies. He's pretty cool, right? So you see all these ashes, and you just said the stuff about the bad smells and stuff. And down there, that's Old Yarnu, where you fight the blood-starved beast. So right there, that's the temple of the blood-starved beast, the cathedral there, all the way down. And it burned down, right? So you see all the ashes here. But then what happened? Because they were infected, right? All the ashes came in and infected here, Central Yarnu, New Yarnu, you know? So, which one was right? Was the bad smells, the bad ashes, the ashen disease? Or was contagious? That's the question that it makes. So here you see like there is 3 bodies. There is this guy that I just got it, and 3 corpses. It's this one, and the other 2 down there. There is another body here, and these 2 are corpses, right? So that leads to believe that what, like they die exactly like you, but instead of they going to the dream like you do, they just turn into beasts, you know, like they separate from their bodies. See, like even the clothes are the same. See, corpse, his body. And it's cool because you get Molotov cocktails here, and here is exactly like the blood-starved beast. See, they're like where the broken tower and stuff on the left. And it gives you Molotov cocktails, like that's what they did, they burned down. Alright, so here, let me use a Yosef Kaval. And see, you have the 3 things as well, you use it like 3 times. First, like, it seems like that you use blood 3 times, and then you have to feed brain fluid 3 times to Adeline in the Hunter's Nightmare. There is always like these 3 things. Here you can hear like the beast, and that's where you fight the cleric beast, right? And then here you see that the workshop, the doors were closed, right? So if I stay here, if I don't go up the stairs, it remains closed. But when you go there, you listen to Gilbert coffin, and then the doors of the workshop open, and German wakes up. So it's like that thing that the dreams are connected, like one thing that you do in a dream influences in the other, you know, like when Inception, when like the gravity shifts because the other guy is driving and blah blah blah. So it's kind of like that. Show that let's see if German is dead this time. Because then show him. So like, you know that German is shackled here to the dream, And the doll is shackled here to the dream as well as Lady Maria, right? So apparently you need to go and unshackle them. Here is like the doors closed, German there. No. And like if they are shackled somewhere else, that means that the other characters, the NPCs that you move around, blah blah blah, they could be like as well, you know, like shackled somewhere. That's why like sometimes they die and they leave the body behind, and sometimes they disappear, right? They do that. Yeah, I think they do. Like with Adela, if you kill Adela outside the chapel, her body disappears, it doesn't stay there. Same as this beast, right? You kill it and it stayed here, but then it's gone. I think maybe you shouldn't kill that beast. It's your beast, man. You have to look after your beast. Alright, so you get here, like Central Yarna is like new Yarna, right? Because old Yarna burned down, they build Central Yarna on top of it. Then you see like that they call you a beast is because like, you know, like everyone is like a beast, you know? Depends just how you see it. Ah, you see this X there? X marks the spot on the top right in the tower. So that X, like, it goes all the way into Ebrieta's upper cathedral ward. Alright, so you get here, like, you hear him coughing. You don't even need to light the lamp. You just need to hear him coughing. So, like, that's probably like, let's say by analogy, is like the story of German, you know? It's like something like that. He was sick and got in there, but got the blood, but end up fucking it up and turned into a crazy person anyway. He turns into the orphan. The orphan is like replacing the baby of Kos, right? That's why he's like inside, or like he is the baby of Kos, he's the surrogate. See, the doors are open. Then you meet German. German was like the first one that this happened, like the first one that got cursed with the hunter's mark, you know? He's like the mentor, right? And he's like a guy in a wheelchair, same as the guy that gave you the blood. You know, by analogy, they are the same character. Not by logic, by analogy. Just because they are similar. See, he doesn't even remember his name. How funny is that? How long he's been there in the limbo. And it's like exactly like in Inception, right? The old guy gets trapped in the limbo and Cobb has to go there to make him remember their agreement, you know? And apparently like German's waiting for Lawrence. Because he said, Lawrence, what's taking you so long? And maybe he forgot who Lawrence is and killed Lawrence long ago, you know? Because the limbo time is different from like the normal time, right? And it's cool because like this is all he remembers, you know? There's nothing else. Like just the workshop, that's all he remembers. Could it be this? That's why German got cursed, because he used the doll. You know that the curse comes from like the babies, right? When you do the thing here. From the... Oh yeah, he's not gonna be there because he's here. But yeah, you know? So... And it's pretty cool because like the way that they do... So... it's like Buddhist purgatory, that you just keep dying and living the same life over and over again until you break free of your ego, you know, and simply like let go, forget about everything, or in a way learn your lesson. So you know, like the lesson, this is the first lesson of the hunter, you know, hunters turn into beasts as well, but they're cursed too. Not just the beasts, the hunters are cursed too. And you see, you see how smart it, like, she is now, because like, let's say she's doing the same thing that Annalise once did, right? She's like giving you blood in for you to go and hunt, blah blah blah. But what happened to Annalise? She died, right? Like Alfred goes and kills her. So now she doesn't open the door anymore. She doesn't trust the hunters because, you know, hunters fucking go crazy. They're going crazy. They're turning into beasts or like. So you have to find out what's the curses. So you have the curse of Yarna, right? That's like because they took her baby. That's Murgle, where you like the baby's with the wet nurse is not with her anymore, right? Then you like the baby goes back to her and she like thanks you. That's it. So that's the curse of Yarn. That seems to be like the curse of the beast, but I don't know if if it's the same curse as the hunters, because you have the curse of the fishing hamlet. See how it's pretty cool, because then like you light the lamp, then the messengers show up, and then they ring the bell for you. And then you just synchronize with the bell, like when you call a co-op. And see here, there is like the middle one, like the mother, the two twins, right? The statue of these ones. There's two of them. And then there is a like a lady like flowing, and a guy like a church guy, right? And you have the two weird ones. Don't they look like the witches of Hamlet? Then you have the two sisters, the cleric beasts, and one of the guys. But yeah, like see, so like because you got stuck in limbo, you got into another timeline. Like fucking German just remembers like shit from very long time ago. It's like same with Dark Souls. The big head Logan is there for like, he's like, oh, but he was there 100 years ago, the Wilhelm guy said. So you get your like it's different timelines now, and everything gets fucked up because they're like memories. They're not. You're like in the memory of the Yarna hunter. Who the fuck was the Yarna hunter? So then was someone that you're living the story now. So someone that took the Yarnan blood, he didn't turn into a beast, and then he found the only guy that talked to him. Like he found the Yarnan hunter had Gilbert as the mentor, right? But like you have German because you're a hunter. You go to limbo instead of going there. See, he said, I can't stand if I wanted to, like he's in a wheelchair, you know, he can't stand because his legs are fucked up. And he's giving you like, so let's say German's giving you general advice to all, like any of those hunters that been there, they can take it. And Gilbert is giving you like local advice about Central Yarna. See, he doesn't know about pale blood as well, but he thinks it's a type of blood, so he says go to the cathedral. But it's not a type of blood, it's a fucking moon presence. See, that's the one. See, it's another town. And the old Grand Cathedral is not the one that you find Amelia and Lawrence's school. It's the one behind, the one that you find in Brietas. So like, the beast blood is Yarnan blood, and like that alien blood that turns into brain suckers and stuff, they're Ebrietas blood. Because they start metamorphosing, right? See, deep within is the old main cathedral that you can't even go through there anymore because it's blocked. See, if it's anything to do with the unique types of blood, why would they put that? Why would they tell you that if it's not, like, you know? To show you that he doesn't know what he's talking about. And he is pretty cool. So you find like the pebble, 8 pebbles, right? You have, I think, like 9 enemies there, but it's like pebbles give you like an empty insight into something, you know? But like you can see like how many enemies there are. Like, what the fuck is the deal here? Where is the other X? I think it's further away. Like, and here like this enemy shows you how they take more damage if you just let them like do their attacks first and get into the recovery period. Like, the game is teaching you how to play it, you know? That's why you don't need a tutorial or anything. You just go and play it. That's real life, yo. And in the some Buddhist worldviews, that's real life too, because we are like trapped in the samsara, right? We are trapped in a nightmare. So here is just an exaggerated version. And so how you know that Yosefka is Kanehurst? Because there is executioner here. The executioners only come. Oh fuck! I got stuck. The executioners only come after Kanehurst, right? Oh fuck! Whoa! So that's how you get it. Like, yeah, like, and she's doing the same thing as. Oh fuck! Same thing as Annalise, like providing you blood and everything. Oh fucking hell! Fucking off! Again, I'm gonna die to this fucking executioner. Oh my god! God damn! So weak, cause they're gonna have to hit more. Oh no! Fucking orphan, of course. Does the same attack. Oh no! I died to one executioner right at the start. And the executioner guarding the gate to the thing as well. Like, you have Martyr Logarius guarding the gate to Annalise, and you have this executioner, just a random one, guarding there Yosefka. So you have some similarities there. Then here is pretty cool, right? So like, you go, there is like a beast here at the door, but the guy acts all nice. Like, oh, I just saw you. And he says, trot along like a horse, like trot along. And who is a half horse is Ludwig. You just heard like a beast roaring, right? Then just here, like, you have a man. There's a man, a statue of a man at the door, but the guy is all like, get the fuck out. Thing is, these small details that make all the difference, isn't it? So yeah, this is pretty cool. So when you get here and the bell's ringing and everything, but then you look there, you see the beast is pointing to the left, and if you follow after there to the left, I'll show you later, you get the shortcut. So like the beast is like helping you. Like there's something weird here. There is something sinister happening in Yarnan. What could it be? Then later you find out that like the church was experimenting in Yarnan, right? But that was after. Wasn't like. Was after like the hunter get to the cathedral ward, so that could mean like that's another hunter or is another timeline, you know? Because that's when fake Yosefka comes. Ooh. When, yeah, like the Yosefkas get replaced, right? The nice one that just gives you and don't ask for anything in return, like the doll, is replaced with the one that asks you to do something for her, to hunt the hunters, right? There's just like here, instead of being at the hunters, it's just like the people in the town, you know? Because King Hearst is long gone by now. It's the thing, like here in Bloodborne, you're traveling not just in space but in time as well. Don't know how much emphasis I can give to this. Because you're changing time too, right? You go through time when you go through the big like for example when you go to the, I'll show later, but when you go to the Witches of Hemelech and you look back, like there is a big part of the cathedral ward that doesn't show. It's not there simply, and you dismiss it as like a video game. It's not because like they're lazy. You know, it's because they're telling you that that's a different timeline. It's not the same place as that you were, you know? Like that's in the past. Like Cathedral Ward wasn't as big. Here you have the similar thing with the broken bridge at like above like Gascoigne. That broken bridge is like you from above you have the broken bridge, or from below you don't. You can see with the coins that like just disappear. Like that's like the different timelines, you know? You're traveling, it's like the chapters of the book. You go from like one chapter and the second chapter is later, but you go through a bridge to go through these chapters. So you see the beast pointing at the left, and up there is the cleric beast bridge, right? So what you can assume that what happened, like there was the cleric beast there guarding the bridge, and they needed to go to the cathedral ward, right? But the bridge was blocked. So they recruited a bunch of people, like even outsiders, like it's a pathetic idea, to go and kill the cleric beast, and they did it. They killed the cleric beast. The cleric beast is here. And you hear the ogre like banging on the door, angry about it, like he wants to cross the thing. That gives you the impression that what, like you had the giant and you had the beast. And Gascoigne and Viola, you know? Like Viola was the beast, and she got killed by the people in the town. So here like where the beast points you to go. And there's even a bunch of wheelchairs. And here the same, like, is a lady, but she's like all like angry with you. Doesn't give a shit. Motherfucker. Then you get for the shortcut here. But most importantly, you get to the old lady. Oh, wow. And to Eileen. And if we keep working through analogy, we get the Eileen. She sounds like an old lady, and she says that she's an old lady. And she's just watching all the tricks of the hunter. She doesn't like you at first, but she likes you fine later. They both do the same thing. And you remember that you have the corpse and the body, right? So, is it Eileen, the old lady's corpse? You know what I mean? Like they leave a bunch of corpses behind when they die. Because they're hunters, they just keep like going over and oh fuck yeah, I forgot to get the torch. So then here you see the story like of what happened to like, because you're going like shit happened already. And you see like how the wheelchair guy is waiting for like the corpse to be reanimated. He's like looking here. And then you just come along. And the corpse with the body with the cocktail, right? With the blood cocktail. And Gascoigne is drunk with blood. See, when the hunt begun. So the hunt began like when fucking there's no way of knowing when it actually began. Could have been like fucking thousands of years ago. But like they live on in the memories of those that get trapped here, right? So it's like how, like imagine that you could walk to, like you end up on a place on a dream, you know? And you wake up in the morning and it stays in your memories. That's how it get etched in your brain. And here you hear the beast roar again. So like to indicate that like Gilbert is a beast, you know? He's infected. The ones there like as well, like you hear a beast and you know that they're infected, you know? Like they don't open the door for you. Because they know they are infected as well. So yeah, like you see, like he gives you the shortcut to go to the beast, right? To the cleric beast. But now it's like a little bit too hard, like you know, like most people, like when you start playing, died a million times until I got here and find out all of this. So just go, and if you follow the beast advice to go to the shortcut there, just go down where you can get some more stuff, become stronger and blah blah blah. And meet Eileen, that she helps you, right? So you see like kinda like, see how she hangs corpses and everything. Then you see the bridge. So you see how here there is no broken bridge, but when you go to the cathedral ward there is a broken bridge there on top. And if you drop coins there at the broken bridge on the cathedral, it shows just the coins above it. So it's like what they... And then the old lady. And she's like looking for a safe place, and Eileen is doing the same. She's like just waiting there for fucking... for you. Cause she can see you from here. That's where Eileen is, where that lamp is on the top left. On that light is. I don't know what the fuck is that light, but it doesn't show when you go there. There's a like that. Eileen is there. She can watch. The wet nurse is like a crow figure as well, right? So she's watching the little girl playing the music box. See how it all comes from here? And she's watching when you go to Gascoigne. And see all the way down there, like on the top left, right next to the item button. That's an X, the same as the one next to Gilbert. So yeah, so Eileen is watching. You can see it from there, from where she is. So it could have been that they also became a great one. Eileen became a great one. And she became the wet nurse. How does she become the wet nurse? You can see like how Adela goes crazy, right? Because she goes crazy because she kills Henrik by herself, and Adela kills Ariana, right? See, like, she knows that, like, fucking shit is down. And you see, like, that's how they do it. You know? Like, that's why she doesn't, if you kill her, like, she doesn't come back, because she has bold hunter mark. She doesn't have the hunter mark. And you see it's a parchment paper that imitates, so like she doesn't have it etched in her brain like you do. When she says like about the doll, apparently she used to have. So what that means, like German killed her and she woke up there again. Like you do, you wake up in the cathedral, right? You never leave. See, and that's why she's afraid as well, because that's like her last night, you know? And it is her last night because you killed the wet nurse. And so just like the old lady, she says like, you must hunt, like, and the old lady goes like, yeah, go slit some throats, fucking do your job. They are so similar, you know? So then when you say like Eileen is the wet nurse, blah, blah blah, it's more like a metaphor. It's just like because history keeps repeating itself, you know, just in like different, oh fuck, why you didn't, you're free, just in different contexts, right? So it's like the same story, the same nightmare happening all over again. So like it involves like werewolves and involves like vampires, or like, you know, because like you say like there's like just comedy or tragedy. So this is a tragedy, you know? Like they try their best, their hunters, like they're just like caught up in this tragedy that they can't escape with. That's not their fault, you know? That's like all the ingredients for tragedy in a Greek play. It seems like the tragedy that befalls the hero, like he never had a chance to escape it. That's kind of how it goes here, like the hunters never had a chance. Fuck, again? And so they never had a chance because they were cursed. That's like the best tragedy that you can have, is a curse, right? Like you're just walking around and boom, stumble into something that fucking curses you. And that's like the case. He got there into fucking... Oh, he fell down. got there into Yarnan, don't even know how because you don't have memory. How much of a treasure can be? You don't even have a memory, someone tells you like, oh, just take this, and you go, alright, and then fucking you end up in a nightmare like this. That's pretty crazy. I think that's how creative, oh, he's coming back. That's how creative they are, you know? Is he gonna come after me? Oh, he jumped again. He's fucked up. So about like the corpse thing and everything, right? Like, so imagine that, I think it was on Demon Souls, that when you died, like you left a red phantom behind or something like that. So here, imagine that Eileen came here and like before, when she could go back to the dream, when she could resurrect, right? Every time that she died, she left a crow behind. So you know where Eileen been. Henrik is the red, right? Because that's where you get the thing is from, the knife, the throwing knife. So like you see, that's why Eileen is afraid, because she like died so many times. She doesn't have any more lives left. Or she fulfilled her mission and then Garman cut her head off. But she knows like that wasn't the end, because it's not the end, because the hunt keeps happening. Just means she can't. Fuck, no throwing knife? That's what I want to check. And see like how Eileen like hunted the other hunters, right? And you find the soul spear here. So then probably means that she killed her. And it's cool because the rats like said, ah, he went mad, right? So doesn't a inside makes you mad? Eileen says that Henrik goes mad. Inside makes you mad, right? Like the Micorashu full of eyes, that's what it was about. So it's fitting that the inside is there, because it kind of represents like the rats and the inside, and where is the other one? The rats and the inside that Henrik got that drove him mad. Oh, I think he went up again. You know, like it's like the cleric beast, right? Like you see that you get the insight because you find out like, what the fuck is this? that thing exists, you know? Where the fuck is the guy? Oh, there you go. Jump attack. Nice. Oh fuck, I ran out of I guess. And you see how like when you hit someone and you get the blood is the pink blood that comes in, and the pink blood is the same when you use pink blood. See, the color is pink, and when you use bullets is the dark red. It's a dark red blood, and the dark red is the one that the cleric beast charges up, and the pink one is the one that Amelia charges up. So you got the connection between them there, like they are your left leg and right leg, and you get the two, and you get Amelia and the nightmare with the black church hunter, right? Oh fuck, these guys are a fucking pain in the ass to kill. So then you see that like they were together, just like Gascoigne and Henrik were like no partners. Oh fuck. And then here is cool because you have like the guy with no legs that you kill by like burning, like the easiest way to kill is burn. That's like the Lawrences. You know, like the Lawrences leave this is the blood that they leave behind. And then you have at the end of the corridor there you have the big pig that charges at you, and that's Ludwig. So like, see, like, that's how, let's say, minimalistic they can make it, because it's just like the same story that keeps happening over and over again. So you just keep like changing the position of the characters and blah blah blah. And see, like, he has even the same attack patterns as Lawrence in the in the nightmare. Alright, so here, and you also have on top of the nightmare, like, the on top of here, the little girl, right? So where is Eileen? No, Eileen is on the other side. So you can see Eileen there. Oh. There. You can see Eileen there. She doesn't show up, it doesn't render, but the light's still there, the same light from the other bridge. And here there is a lady as well with the beast thing, but she's like kinda like nice. Not nice, but the voice, at least the tone of voice is nice. And you have like the ogre, he's holding a statue. I don't think there's any others that are holding a statue around here, or even like in Yarnan at all. And then you get the other one, the other inside with Eileen, right? So Eileen knew the doll, so Eileen had inside. Right there. How could she know the doll if she didn't have inside? Because when she kills you, she says, tell the doll I say hello. So see, like the inside next to the crows, and the inside next to the rats. So they both had inside. And of course, when you have inside, you discover that you get inside from like killing other hunters, right? So the girl, it's the choice that I have to make now. So you see there are like beasts, they're like flying beasts as well, griffins. It's all surrounded by beasts. The incense. And the little girl, like, I think the best option is just like saying that no, I'm not gonna find your mom, because
She wants to find him, but now she's gone too. I'm all alone. Instead,
it seems like a trick. She wants you like to get the box. Oh, Pandora's box. I'm gonna refuse. And she also like goes, and if you come back later, she changes her mind. She asks you again. Not all NPC, like the NPCs generally don't do that. If you say no, that's it. I don't know how long she stays for. I think that's where they're gonna go. So see, there's beasts everywhere, and there is a boot here. Don't know what that boot is here, but Fake Yosefka doesn't wear any boots. You know. Then you had like the ogre banging there, and this is where you summon Gascoigne as well, right? Right at the fountain. Around here, after when you get inside. And Gascoigne was the giant, right? So like, this could be like the, how's it called? The like manifestation of Gascoigne, you know? Ooh, fuck. Just like the crows are a manifestation of Eileen and the rats of Henrik. Alright, so then he's like, and just goes back, because it's pretty cool. See, like, I think this is the first time that cribs show up around this area. But and they're close to what, like the little girl, right? The little girl is playing like Murgo's song. The music box plays like Murgo's song. Whoa. And then makes you think, don't you think that's simply like just Murgo's song that's turning everyone into a beast? That's how, like, you know, like everyone turned into a beast here, right? That's how Gascoigne turns into a beast, right? Because she keeps playing like this fucking Murgo lullaby. She stopped now that spoke to her. But you see like how Murgo's lullaby lures the hunter towards him, right? This is pretty cool because you hear like you see the clock tower and the workshop. The clock tower is to the left of the character and the workshop to the right. That's the church workshop, right? And you hear the cleric beast. So the church was making beasts, like they were becoming beasts, right? And this is like the best part is that so you get like Adela gives you how does it call? She gives you a madman insight and says like, oh, this is what, how's it called? This is what your most upstanding church members or something like that. So like the church, they like the heads. Oh fuck, he's still alive. They like the heads with inside, right? So like you imagine that. So like Gilbert sends you here, you get inside from the cleric beast, and the cleric beast like kills you to get the head, you know? Or if that's what German is doing, by like you go get a bunch of insight, and then like German, and that's what Burgerworth did, because then oh yeah, because that's the head, the cursed brew, right? So they would send like, they would get like inside, blah blah blah, and they come back, and then German just cut their heads off, boom, that's it, they got inside. They don't need to like expose themselves to the terrors, you know? I'm gonna show like they're just using you, just like an Elise uses you to like get the blood for you. So okay, oh fuck, where is it? You can see it's there on that square one. So yeah, see you have another X here on the left. Oh fuck, how'd you go through here? So yeah, banana. Not gonna upgrade the weapon and go kill him now, no. So then, see, like they provide like possible pathways for you. You can go through this place, like do the shortcut, talk to the girl, blah blah blah, and then you could go like to go up the bridge there. So you could go there. Oh, well. Oh. Fuck that, you fucking stupid crows. I know. Now let's say like that this was like the first nightmare that it happened, you know, like happened all this crazy shit and everything. And then, but then because they keep getting insights about the nightmare and what was going on, things just like got worse and worse, you know. So then, like what was like Eileen killing the hunter to protect the child, you know, became like the wet nurse that like is looking after the child somehow. They're just like similar, but that's a way like you cannot understand the story if you don't put them all together and just pretend it's the same thing, because that's what they do. They split the story in like many other stories, you know. Let's say the elementary, there's the general story, like the main story of the hunter, blah blah, and there is like the story of other hunters in between. So you're like playing different characters. You're playing all these other hunters that were before you, you know. You're like the generic hunter that you can play any other hunter, you know. So you go through their memories, and this one was the first one for the Yarna hunter. The, you know, sign a blood contract with the blood minister on a wheelchair, like an old man on a wheelchair, and discovered that actually he was they were giving him to feed the cleric beast, you know. But then one of these hunters like managed to fight his way through, and he didn't die like on the bridge there. Then what happened? They sent, Gilbert tells you to come here, right? After you fail the cleric beast. And then you discover like, oh, where did that beast came from? Came because of the experiments of the church and the hunters and crap. It's like Yarnum was the church's research hall, you know? Because there was something that they discovered long ago from Bergenworth. Whoa. And what did they discover from Bergenworth? Hunter's blood. They used hunter's blood on Ludwig, but then brought the limbo as well. That's where it becomes the hunter's nightmare. So you go through like, that's what happens to the hunter's nightmare, but it seems to be in a different place, doesn't it? Ooh. Yeah, I see like they drop throwing knife. Fucking Heinrichs. Then you see like he's dead. Says he's a old hunter, and Jura was an old hunter as well, right? And this outfit is like in Jura's outfit. I see like he sends you here, but you end up finding out what happened. Like one of the hunters go crazy and the other one killed him. But the other one killed like a compatriot, so it becomes like a hunter of hunters. And now that the girl doesn't leave, I think she leaves only after the night comes. After, yeah, like she's here just during the like this afternoon phase. I won't even bother killing these guys. Ludwig there at the end. Cause imagine how many players did he kill. That's like the corpse, the tomb, like all the corpses there on the Ludwig's boss arena. See, there is the other X there, and there is no bridge there. I'll show you after the gas coin fight. Gonna take away. What does it say? It's like it's fashioned after Jura. So the story of Jura and he protecting old Yarna and everything is past by now. It's gone. But you manage to access the memories of it through the tomb, you know? There is a thing on Underworld where the vampires, oh fuck, the vampires can like read memories in the blood, you know? Like there's the storyline that the guy leaves the memories in the blood. That's how like Kanehurst are vampires, because they could read these memories in the blood that they found in like the tombs and stuff, you know? Oh fuck yeah. You see how he has a cape as well? Just like us coin. The big cape and stuff. And why do they say so cold, dear sister? Saying it's cold. But I'm gonna go and upgrade the weapons and everything. So like in the first thing, what happens? You got devoured by the beast, but you got saved by the dream. And then when the cleric beast try to devour you, you gain insight, and you get saved by Lady Maria, the doll. Is Grandma here again? No. Did he go back to sleep? I don't think he goes back to sleep until... Fuck. Until night comes. Until, yeah, you touch the skull and get night comes. I needed to upgrade the weapons to go after Cleric Beast. Oh, what the fuck? What? Is it that much? I need fucking 5 to upgrade to level 2? Ah yeah, fuck, I'm confusing with Dark Souls maybe. Fuck, could only upgrade 1. I thought I needed to shoot 1. Yeah, see, like there is no nightmare. This nightmare only shows up when you have insight, right? These guys too. It's not just the doll. The other guys there, they only show up when you get the messenger skins. Now I wonder if there is a way to... No. Right, so pretty equipped. Can go kill the cleric beast. Pretty cool. Sacred Mist. Ah, alright, so these 5 ladies here as well, they are on the old lady's door as well. These 5 figures, they're on old lady's door as well. In Canehurst, there is like 3 women and 1 man. But you see here, like repeated, and you have the witches, blah blah blah. So I think one of them is like a twin. Because you have Yosefka and fake Yosefka, they are twins, right? They look the same. So I think like he will be the man. And who will be the old lady? I don't know, but you have the maiden and you have the mother in the middle, right? The mother, this mother figure is the same one as in the bridge. There, all the way there. The same one on the bridge. So that could mean that that's like the black cleric beast, you know? Yeah, go kill the cleric beast. Then you have like these 5 like figures, you know? Like the twin sisters, the maiden, and the mother, and the man, the king. So yeah, like see, like the oh fuck, the mother figure there, the statue on the right, is the same one as at the door. But here you have the twins there on top of the bridge. So the twins could be actually like the white and the black cleric beast, right? Ooh, fuck. It's fucking gross. And he said it's all your fault. Because I think that like the hunter lost his memory and he killed who's not supposed to kill and then brought the curse, you know? Let's see like the twin figures there. So you could have the white and the black cleric beast. You have here like the black and red blood there, and that's the same one that she does. Oh fuck. Like she has a fucking big gash on her face, is that it? Don't know. Seems like it. Nice. Oh fuck. Didn't hit. Like she's dead already, right? Whoa, no way. It's trying to look at his face, but fuck. So weird. So hard. See the black blood that she channeled. So she like could channel the Quicksilver bullets, right? And Amelia could channel like the healing. Amelia heals herself. Whoa, where did that cocktail go? And they like fight similar and blah blah. I think that's the thing, like maybe, oh no way. Maybe you had like 3 of them and then Lawrence, like they're a family of beasts. Fuck, that's so easy to break her arms. So what level 1? You gonna do another channeling? Channel your fucking... Oh, see? Makes the black blood is exactly like you. And apparently it came from below as well, like her legs. See? Came from like the right leg. Is that the same one? No, it's the left leg. Yeah, but see, like then this happened, right? So like the Yarnan hunter killed the cleric beast, but apparently like the cleric beast was like Gascoigne's wife, and he got pissed off. So now I'm gonna go back to the dream. The doll is gonna take me. It's gonna show up. If you die like the first time with the inside, you get sucked into the limbo again. You don't die to a lantern. So like it happens twice. And you get kidnapped as well by the kidnappers, right? Like they take you somewhere after you die. What if you are the baby and the doll is the wet nurse? Because they trapped the baby, right? And that's when you kill the moon presence, you actually becomes the baby. You find out who you are. Who knows? Alright, let's... Where is it? And she's such as representation of Yosefka, man. Because like that's what Yosefka do. She makes you better. Like her way, right? That's the way that she knows, but that's what she does. Then you get beckoning bell. So like, see, that's how you get summoned to other places, because just beckon. But here there is no bells calling you. So that must be like how did you get in here? Like the doll, if she is Lady Maria is Cainhurst is Tumerian. Is the Tumerian ones that ring the bell to bring the hunter, right? The nightmare or anything, because that's the ones, the adversary hunters. So you have like the old hunter bell as well, because like that's the story that's forgotten. See, like now German never shows up here after he's awake, after you talk to Gilbert. Like Gilbert, let's say like Gilbert is his someone that has his blood, you know, maybe his kin of some kind. And when you talk to him, you like wake up that part on his blood, you know? That's why he becomes a beast. So it is your fault. You are awakening the beast in everyone. You awaken the beast in Amelia, in Gascoigne. And then Gilbert goes like, see, he knew the bridge was closed. During the hunt, the bridge is closed. He knew it. He sent you there anyway. Because he wanted to fuck with you. He wanted to kill you. He wanted you to get eaten by the cleric beast. Because that was the point of the church stuff. Or he wants to send you the other way. But he knew that the bridge was closed. You know? During the hunt, the bridge is closed. You tell me that now? After I went there and fucking face that fucking ginormous beast, you know, so he sent you there. Seems like kinda like Eileen is trying to get you to do her job, you know, when you like kill Henrik. She's kinda like, oh yeah, look, don't go there, okay? Let's guarantee that you're gonna go. So yeah, let's kill Gascoigne then, since it's the thing. Ah yeah, because the cathedral thing that changes. Gascoigne changing doesn't. Gascoigne dying doesn't change. The little girl stays there still. So it's alright. Let's go. Don't need to kill the pig now as well because. Whoa! That was fuck. That fucking ball of fire is never gonna come. Whoa. Yeah, so see here is just this statue, that the one that they have like the twins. So right, so from here you can see this is like where you go to kill the blood-starved beast. That's the stairs there that go to the cathedral there. Where is the like how you can see better from the bridge above. The one that doesn't exist here. See, there is no fucking bridge here, but when you go up there, there is the broken bridge. See how this attack that this guy gives prepares you for the Orphan of Cause attack. Just like Orphan of Cause goes so much faster. Oh. No, there's more stuff. Just kill Gascoigne, and then fuck, I still needed to see. No, the little girl is not gonna change anything. Ooh. Walking in. Oh fucking hell, fucking long weapon. Ooh. Again. Oh. On this raid I'm never gonna kill this fight. That's the thing, right? So like the game goes and like the teaches like this. If you learn this guy's attacks pattern, you kill Gascoigne very easy. Like if you can match their attack pattern and stuff. But if you can't pass through them without like getting hit a million times like I'm doing, you're not gonna kill Gascoigne because you're gonna need like a lot of blood vials and everything. That's when people start like complaining like, oh yeah, fuck, I need to farm for vials and stuff. Because you didn't get the attack patterns of the enemies, you know? But once you do, things go much easier sometimes. It fucks it up, but that's alright. It's alright, let me have a look here. So again, like this is the Tomb of Odin, right? And that's what connects the cathedral ward to Central Yarna. So the same way that you have like that church that connects, you have a church that connects Yahagu, and you have a church that connects Old Yarna. So like this is the end of the chapter, like the hunter turned into a beast, you know what I mean? And then you'll find out why you like fucking you go to the cathedral ward because you think the only clue that you have is like pale blood. They tell you pay your blood, blood goes here. See, like he went mad with blood, right? So he's blind, like he doesn't have both eyes. And you see later on that they would remove the eyes, right, to treat the disease. So like he lost both eyes already, but he's still going crazy, you know? Like he doesn't have eyes to see stuff anymore and gain insight, but he's still going crazy. See, like how Jura has one eye closed and he decides to spare the beasts, and then what's the name of the other one? Walter. Walter's eyes is the opposite one from Jura, and he decided to kill everyone. You know? Oh fuck, why didn't I go? So like it seems that like one eye is like kill and the other eye is like save, you know? Ooh, bitch. And that seems to be what, the story of German, right? Doesn't Gascoigne look like German? Has the axe, the executioner and stuff and blah blah blah. So like your mentor, your friend like became crazy, you know? Because you're like a duo. And you have like the duo with German is Lawrence. That leads me very much to believe that like you were Lawrence, but you lost your memories. Oh fuck. You know? That's why you like, you're fucking everything up. You are the only one that can't truly die. No, all the other ones do, but not you. You come back and everything. I fucking love it here too. Oh fuck, I think he's gonna get me. No way. He doesn't say anything when he kills a beast form. Didn't see the face. Ah, I couldn't see his face. But yeah, like, so like you were Lawrence, German forgot you who you were, killed you, cause he's the one that can like take all the memories away. And then, but then like you go again and he can't take your memories, right? So you're like, oh fuck, there's something wrong, and then you go and try to save, like kill Germa instead. And then you find out what was wrong. It's pale blood. It was the moon presence, you know? And you get Micorashu saying, no, I will not abandon the dream, you know? Like, because that's what Germa wants you to do, to abandon the dream. And Micorashu said like, no, blah, 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 I need to get more insight. And you find out who pale blood is at the lecture hall. So let's say they found out who pale blood was. Like maybe Lawrence found out who pale blood was, and that was the only thing that he remembers, that he needs to kill pale blood. To transcend, you know? Wonder if you get another insight for seeing Gascoigne turning again. So yeah, you see there is like a kind of like a pattern between Gascoigne, Gilbert and Germa is very clear because they are OGs, right? But you see like how they're like, say, men, they are all outsiders. German, you don't know if he's an outsider, but they are all, Gilbert and Gascoigne are outsiders. They were part of a duo. Gilbert you don't know, but German you know. It's like those logic puzzles that you have to like fill the blanks, you know? And come up like, not with 100% certainty, because that's only crazy people think there's 100% certainty in anything, because quantum mechanics show that everything is probabilities. So there are probabilities to happen, you know? Let's see, fuck, it's been so long since I played this shit. Come on, Gascoigne now. Fucking. Oh, what? And then you go like, Eileen goes, Henrik went mad, blah blah blah. And then you see like the same thing happening over and over. Like Henrik went mad and then they fought it, like Gascoigne went mad and then you guys fight. And then Henrik go mad and then Eileen fights. Oh, I thought I was gonna get... Ah! Look at the beast roar. So like this is how it started, the beast roar stuff, you know, like someone dreamed about this fucking scream and then that became like part of the other dream. Oh, nice. Right, so it's like, forgive me, you know, like I think that's the same thing that German is up for. Like he went drunk with blood, right? That's what like the curse of Bergenwurst. He goes drunk with blood and fucking kills everyone. Now Gascoigne seems to be because like his wife died, right? Because that's like Viola's body there. You can't tell how did she die, can you? So there's a lot of blood here. And then you get her, you know? Like she jumping from here makes think like, oh, it's a cleric beast. But ah, look, there is no cathedral ward there where you go. You can put some coins there and you see like this is like the well that you wake up at the end of the game. It's just here. Brooch. Something to do with the brooch and stuff. So, but like this is, look at all the ashes as well. And who is this motherfucker? I always keep thinking like he's Logarius, you know? And then like they knew like German was protecting them from a great danger. German was protecting them from like the moon presence, and Logarius was doing the same thing, right? Protecting from Annalise. Annalise was a great danger, right? She would make hunters fight each other for their blood. And I think there is like a cut dialogue that says like Lawrence and German, like now we're gonna fight for their blood or something like that. So I don't know who the fuck this cocksucker is supposed to be, but I think he might be Logarius. And Logarius is like the cathedral ward attendant, you know, just trying to help people, blah blah blah. That seems to be Martin Logarius, but he helped people, he just fucked it up more. That's the tragedy, you know. Like here, like what was Gascoigne's choice? He was a beast hunter, and like, you know, he had no choice in the matter. And what's your choice? You have no choice as well, because the path is already making for you. You can just choose how to experience it. If you're gonna go this way first or the other way first, but the path is the same. But depending how you experience, you learn about the path. And that's it for today. Micorashu Uncaged out.